Hello, Star Fam. Peace and blessings to you. One of my favorite things about Capricorn Prometheus is that it is really customizable. So today we're going to begin to look at some of the customization tools within Capricorn Astrology Software's Prometheus, starting with the Page Designer. Page Designer has a really intimidating learning curve. It's just got too many powerful options. So today we're going to look at the basic structure of it, how pages are set up, just kind of open it up and kind of get a little blueprint of what we're looking at. Then we're gonna do a little editing. We'll be talking about non-destructive editing as always, and then we're gonna give. I'm gonna do my best to give you the tools to experiment and learn without destroying anything vital. That's non-destructive editing. And today we're going to dip our toe in and make some changes, make some modifications. We'll save a new page that we didn't have before, and that'll actually be another step towards generating heliocentric charts. So in our learning exercise today, we will actually be creating something that we can keep and incorporate into our future studies and practice. I'm Michael at oneskyastrology. Let's get started. What I want to do is, in the fourth tab over at the very top, in the Utility tab, under the Designer section, click Page and Wheel Designer and just hit Cancel. We don't want to start working on a new project. We don't want to start working on a new Page and Wheel Designer. We are going to just kind of look at it like this. What we're going to do in an endeavor to edit non-destructively is we're going to open something that already exists, and we're going to look at its structure to learn about it. Then if we make any modifications, we'll save it as an entirely different file. Here at the upper left in this little circle with the triangle symbol, we have a dialog box with new, open, save options, close, and recent documents. And we can click open. Let's open a page design. And the page design that I want to open is called Zodiac 13 Aspectarians. But you are going to be able to open any page that comes with Prometheus or that you have modified already. Alright, I kind of want to take my time here. I don't have a script for this part, I just have a pretty good idea of what I want to say. When we open up these areas, these dialog boxes to the right, we have navigation and page design, and then we have properties. These two boxes are going to tell us everything about what's already on our page, and they're going to allow us to edit those variables. At the top here we have page with the page dimensions, and then above it page design. Now the page design is metadata. Like this gives over here, if we go over to the far right, what page design opens up is like the title of the chart. So if I wanted to call it Z13 Aspectarians edited and call it a test so that I know to go back in and trim it, delete it later, that it's just for this video, I can do that here, and we'll see how that shows up. We'll see how this information populates the program when we go to look through charts. What I'm actually going to do instead is call it Zodiac 13 heliocentric. And in the category, I'm going to keep it in the Zodiac 13 category. As an author, I always like to change the things that I edit to reflect the fact that I edit them. And I can look at that easily by seeing the author. And if I wanted to give it a different description, like let's just Control A and type heliocentric chart. All right, and this sort of chart metadata is gonna determine how we find the chart when we're viewing a chart in Capricorn Prometheus, and we open that dialog. What this chart will be called: Zodiac 13, heliocentric. What section it'll be in: Zodiac 13 at the bottom. The description, the author, and so on. So that's the top here, page design. Also under page design are the objects that define the way that the information is populated on the page. Now that might have been a little bit hard to understand. Let's take a look at what I mean visually. Now if I click on this component, sometimes I get other components, but what I really want is the page wheel down here. Under page, I'm going to have all the page components, everything that's here. Basically, I have two aspectarian tables, one in each corner, a page wheel, and some text, a bunch of text. What I want to do to make this available for heliocentric chart readings is get rid of house data in this chart wheel. And how I would do that might be here in wheel design, because what it's referencing on the sort of front end, what we see, wheel design, when we go to the page wheel, we see it's referencing a wheel design that's simply called wheel design, and we don't have other options. And that can be a little confusing if you want to change the wheel design, but the way we do that is actually sort of in the back end, in this top part, page design, where we can get into the page components and the variables there. So here under wheel design, we see the properties in the far right, and down under loaded wheel design, we do have options to change it. And what I want to do is change it to a no house wheel. So I'm going to scroll down to Zodiac 13 wheel, no houses. And now when I look at the page, the sort of front end, I have a page that's suitable for doing heliocentric chart work. So now that I have this, what I want to do is save it as just a different file. And this goes to non-destructive editing. I never just want to hit save to save my work. No, I want to save it as, and I want to save it as Zodiac 13 heliocentric aspectarians. So I'll save it, I'll add a word and save it as a whole different file. That way, easy to see, I'll have the original file and I'll be able to generate Zodiac 13 aspectarians with a nice house system, or I'll also be able to get in and use a chart like this for heliocentric work. And that for today is all that I'm actually interested in doing in Capricorn Astrology Prometheus. So in some upcoming videos, we'll use that chart that we generated. And I just want to say in closing that rather than go over every field and every variable and explore all the things you can do with charts, it's too much. what I wanted to do in this video is simply orient you, to familiarize you to the structure of the page editor so you can start to move stuff around, play with things, make some edits, make the changes you want to make, and do so non-destructively so that you're only adding to your options, you know. The biggest problem you'll have that way is that you'll have some files to delete, or you'll want to go in there and clean up, trim up your files. But on the whole, it's the only way to edit. We have to edit non-destructively, so this is okay. And in that spirit, I want to encourage everybody to play. Keep your eye open. In an upcoming video, I'm going to show you how to add a logo or some branding text or graphics or both to a chart. And we will go further with the heliocentric thing. Now that we have all the components and the knowledge, we're going to put it to work and take some action. Friends, please, like, subscribe. It helps my channel. If you want to support me, just like and subscribe. Yeah, we're jamming on the Sidereal Revolution as always. That's where people who enjoy constellational astrology hang out. And a lot of people use Capricorn Astrology Prometheus for a lot of different kinds of astrology. So maybe people will be watching this video like have no interest in Zodiac 13 or True Sidereal, but you might find this video helpful nonetheless. So I hope that it is just a little bit of encouragement to not be intimidated and to begin to play, edit non-destructively, and have fun. Have fun, Star Fam. That's what it's about. So, ciao for now. Peace, everybody.